Hey, what's up? It's another episode of Watch You Strappin, and these aren't reviews. They're not reviews. I will do a proper review of this. These series of videos are just a quick wristwatch check of the day with strap of choice. And I am on, I guess still on, the Serica 5303. This is, of course, the black dial version. Um, really cool watch. Overall, pretty nice. I like it. Barring the sort of known crown issue. It's usable. There is a fix for it. Just gotta get around to doing it. Other than that, it's perfectly usable, and there are some things, maybe tricks or hacks that you can apply to make your hacking and hand winding, or rather time setting experience a little smoother. But I will go into that later. It's just one of those quirks, which is in a watch that is otherwise pretty perfect, I think. 39 millimeters, nice original styling. There are some cues to some classic dive watches, but it's definitely kind of its own thing. Anyways, going into the strap, this is a strap I've owned for a while. It is a RubberB style watch, rubber rubber strap. Excuse me, a little tongue tie there. I say style because it does say RubberB on the inside, but I didn't pay RubberB prices, which are at least 100, I think maybe $200 or something for a genuine one, which is ridiculous. I don't think you need to spend even anywhere near over $100 for a nice rubber strap. But that's just my philosophy. This was like $15 or something on eBay. I've bought another one since then. This is quite a while ago that I bought this, but they weren't branded RubberB on the back or inside of it. This one is, but I really don't care. I'm not into the branding. I just like the style. There's a number of generic watch brands or third party or whatever that make something similar to this. But this one I've been getting is pretty good. They do a really nice clean job of the center stripe here, which is a detail I like. Otherwise, I think it would be too plain just to be a smooth, plain black rubber strap. And I like the fact that it's fitted. And I just went ahead. I mean, the stock kind of mesh bracelet that's on this is really unique and a nice look, and it's part of the experience of owning and wearing this watch. But this is, of course, a strap monster as well, so I have to try it on various straps, as you know I do if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and of course these videos. So I felt, well, what the heck, I wanted to see if this strap works on this, because I actually don't have another strap that this works on. As I bought it for some other watches, and they work fine, they look great, but I sold those, so I wanted to still hopefully make use of this, and luckily it seems like it's a pretty good fit. It doesn't, sometimes it's just a little loose, and the space between the rubber and the case can bend out, and you can, it'll cause a little bit of a larger gap than you want between there, like right inside here. If I can kind of show you right in the middle of the focus here, as you can see, right under the bezel, right in there. There is maybe a slight one, but overall, I mean, for the most part, you're not going to tell. There are some watches where it does make it a little bit more obvious, and I just don't want to wear it on those because it looks a little sloppy. But this actually works. It's a pretty tight fit. I bent it and kind of flexed it a bit, and it doesn't really get too gappy at all. So it's actually conforms to this pretty well. I like the subtle details, like the center part, besides the center stripe, the center portion of it is kind of raised, as you can see, and it kind of tapers down here to smoothness. And there is a little bit of detail that goes across the lugs here, that area, so it kind of completes the look of it. It kind of makes it look like it's kind of part of the case, but it's not. But yeah, I prefer a fitted strap if possible. I do like to cover up an unsightly gap that's in between here, but I do understand there are certain straps you can't do that with, like usually tropic straps, which I probably will try this on, certainly, but and that's fine if there is a gap, but whenever possible I like to cover it up. Anyways, just going over this angle. This watch fits really well, conforms nicely. It's not that thick. Pretty sure it's under 13 millimeters top to bottom, crystal to the back. I'm going to go over a review later, but you can find the specs on Serica website, I'm sure, or somebody else has reviewed, perhaps, or at least talked about it. There isn't many reviews of it yet. I think there's only one channel that's kind of reviewed it, but yeah, it is kind of reflective, but I kind of like what's going on here. It's kind of complex, the reflection, but there is absolutely no problem reading the dial, even though it's being reflected. As you can see, you can still read it just fine, and it's definitely showing up more in camera. In person, that reflection really doesn't really show up much at all. You can totally read it. Anyways, just wanted to show this kind of briefly while I can. I think it looks pretty good. Dive watch, nice fitted rubber strap, looks appropriate. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and get further out. By the way, for reference, in case you don't know, my wrist is just under 7 inches, a little bit above 6 3/4, so it's somewhere right there, just so you know how this fits. But I'm pretty sure a 39mm dive watch with these general specs and the way it's designed should fit on just about anyone really nicely, unless you really want something 40 plus, you know, super presence, then, well, obviously this is not for you. But for most everyone else, I think perfectly fine. All right, later.